We are human beings, not robots. We are meant to feel and experience. So in this video, I'm going to show you how holding back emotions is killing us slowly. Hey Lovebug, I'm Vivi. Welcome to Adventure World. My channel is all about guiding you to an exceptional relationship with yourself, with your partner, and just create a better quality of life due to emotional intelligence. So if this is something you want to learn more of, consider subscribing. So how avoiding emotions is killing us slowly. Imagine we live in a world with no feelings, no emotions, no anger, amazing, no jealousy. That sounds pretty good. No fear, wow, we become limitless. But then also no joy and no happiness. Now how does that look like? Would you enjoy that? I mean, you wouldn't enjoy it because you wouldn't feel anything actually. We'd never be bored again. Amazing. We could do whatever we wanted because nothing's holding us back. But we also wouldn't enjoy it. So then what's the reason? We're human beings for a reason. We're not human doings. We're not designed to be robots and live in an emotionless, empty and cold world. Emotions are here for a reason. We are meant to feel emotions, and emotions are not good or bad. They simply are, and they're here to guide us and show us things. They're here to protect us and empower us. Because imagine we'd never feel fear. We would jump off the highest building and dive in split seconds because our fear wasn't holding us back from the height. Or imagine we'd never feel angry. We'd get abused by everyone. Everyone could just play with us and do whatever they wanted because we wouldn't feel anything about it, we wouldn't care. We'd never be happy. We'd never have a thrive to actually accomplish or do something because why would we? If there's no feeling behind, if there's no joy behind, no joy in accomplishing or actually achieving something, why would we do it? Our emotions always give us clues. So if we're jealous of our friend traveling, well, maybe there's a clue that there's something in his life that we admire, that we want for ourselves. If our friend is writing a book and we're like really unhappy with that, we're like kind of frustrated, we're like, I wish I had done that before. If you feel resentment towards your partner, there's probably some kind of hint that he's not respecting you or not respecting your boundaries, and therefore there's something off in the relationship. If you feel frustrated about your friends crushing their goals, there's probably something within you that tells you like, hey, we gotta work harder on here. We gotta try something new because what we're doing right now isn't really working, and I wanna have that success as well. So our emotions always guide us and give us clues. The only problem is that most of the time we choose to ignore them. Or we choose to numb our feelings by drinking, going to the clubs, watching super cute romantic movies and eating ice cream in bed and all these beautiful things that we do all the time. Would you cook for your partner and actually stand there, take your time and energy preparing your partner's favorite meal just for him to sit down and eat it without any emotion, without saying thank you, without being excited? I choose cooking because I don't like cooking. So if I cook for someone, it is because it's really special. So there's a lot of things that we do because it makes us feel something, or it makes our partner, our friends, our family feel something. And we're all looking for these beautiful emotions as they are the ones that really connect us, especially during hard times. Or if someone went through something difficult and you too experienced that, these emotions, these feelings really connect people together. Using negative coping strategies when trying to numb our feelings is actually creating more harm because we're gonna start feeling worse in the long term. Club are for me these really weird things, especially if you live in Vegas like me. You're like going to a club and you're like, what are all these people doing here? They're pretending to have fun, but then you look at their faces and they're either totally wasted and drunk or high on drugs, or they're bored as fuck and not enjoying themselves, or they're on their phone and you're like, what are you even doing here? What is this place? And what I found out that people go to clubs to either feel something because their own life is so empty and motionless that they go to a club to get drunk, to party, to feel something, to try and feel the music and enjoy themselves. Or they go to the club to numb the feelings of anger, frustration, sadness, loneliness. Go to the club, have some drinks, move, get into the music, and just forget about everything else. These are the two things that I found out. People try to feel, or people try to numb whatever they're feeling, especially in nightclubs. Or we start overeating. Emotional eating is this beautiful thing that a lot of people do. I admit I do it sometimes too. So we start eating, and we shuffle in a whole bag of ice cream or a whole bag of donuts, whatever. And we feel bad that we actually ate so much shit. And then all the sugar and all the bad fats are like working in our body, and then we feel bad because we don't have energy. And then we don't have energy, so we do other bad things that actually don't help us, and then the vicious cycle begins, and it's just dragging us down the rabbit hole. Amazing. Such a beautiful life. Why would we do that? We do it to ourselves every freaking single day. And if not, we've all done it. But why do we actually do that? It's a cultural thing. Our culture taught us that avoiding feelings and not feeling anything is a good thing. That men have to be strong. They cannot cry because that's weakness. That women should not overreact. Girls shouldn't be dramatic or super emotional. It is what our society teaches us. But avoiding emotions is the leading driver behind most our addictions, consumptions, and physical and mental illnesses and pain. Let me know in the comments below what you do when you're trying to cope with emotions. I think for me it's definitely overeating. It's such an easy thing to do. So now that we know that we all do it from time to time, how do we deal with it? It's important that we give ourselves self-compassion. And self-compassion is the ability to treat ourselves how we would treat other people in that particular situation. So most of the time when our friends, our partner, our family is going through a difficult moment, through a breakup, through whatever emotion they're feeling, we're giving them love, we're sending them compassion, we're listening to them, we're trying to make them feel at ease, we're trying to be there for them. But what do we do when it's happening to ourselves? We're normally trying to beat ourselves up. We're trying to blame others. We're trying to cope with consumption of drugs or overeating. And we're doing all these things differently than how we would treat other people. So giving ourselves self-compassion and self-love is really important. Just knowing it is okay. It happens to all of us. None of us is perfect, and it is okay. Just sitting there with the emotion, actually feeling the emotion, what I'm feeling, is a really vital part of the process. But the most important part is not holding our emotions back. If you want to cry, cry. If you have to go to a room to be by yourself, that's okay. But let the emotions out, sit with them, really feel them, let them pass through and work through them. I have a beautiful video that explains exactly how to work through them. I'll link it up here, so you should definitely go watch that one as well. If you want to become more emotionally intelligent and really master your emotions, not holding them back or being a victim of your emotion, I have a beautiful training on communication with emotional intelligence. It's linked in the description box. And I also have a beautiful program that teaches you all these massive things. I'm also taking on one-on-one clients if you're interested in that. Fill out the form below and let me know. Share this video with your friends and family so they can learn this information as well, because it is so important. We're really starting to kill ourselves slowly by trying to become perfect robots that are not feeling anything in life. And this is really what gets us to a point where life just doesn't become joyful anymore. So share this video, give it a like if you did, and consider subscribing if you want to learn more. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you in the next video.